This video is all about how to string your lights together across a backyard. Back there is my fire pit area. I'm going to share with you how I wired them from the house. So I have an outlet right here in my covered porch, and how I took it out to the backyard, and how I strung them, how I hid the wires, and all the details that I can give you so that you can have a great experience. But you want to stay till the end, because I am going to give you a couple of mistakes that I made and some things that you could do to make it even better. So here is the fire pit, and the lights go all the way around. Check out how beautiful it looks at night. We love coming out here. The first thing I want to show you is how when I come out to my covered porch, I have one outlet only. It's behind this sofa. And so I have a couple of things that I have wired through here. So there's an extension cord right here. I've hidden the extension cord as best as I could under the rug, because there is like a little groove that I could, and I took it all the way to the other side of my porch, where I was able to hide it in a little basket with another little extension. The reason I wanted to do this is so that I could easily turn on just the inside part of the porch or the outside. So this particular extension, I just flip a switch whenever I actually want to light up the backyard. Then I have also used the extension cord, this black one, to go around the porch and out to the outside. So let's recap real quick. This is the covered porch, and that's the outlet, the only one I have, with the extension cord running through under the rug into that basket. That basket then has another extension cord that goes outside, and right there where I'm pointing is where I have the other extension cord that goes out to the back. This is a heavy-duty extension cord for indoor-outdoor, and I have used this rock that I made with that little bowl to cover it from the elements, because of course there's rain, etc. There are other products out on the market currently that can help you cover and conceal these extension cords safely, so I'm actually wanting to do a review on several of these to see if I can come up with something better. Here's another perspective. So that's the covered porch right there. And then the wire is going to come down through the middle of the grass towards the back. So I actually hid the wire under the grass. So this is the current situation, and this is how I've had it for the last 2 years. So I've hidden it here as best as possible. I go through that little ridge right there, and I hide the cord, and then I just hide it as best as possible under the dirt, right along the edge of the concrete, and then I go along to where I have this stone that I made, but basically I have the black cord that you saw that came out of the porch, and then I have this other extension cord. The reason I had that is because it has 3 prongs, and sometimes I want to have the lights on and I want to have something else on, so then I can have multiple things going on at once. This cable is hidden all the way under there, all the way to the back. And normally we weren't having problems because we were very well aware that this was there. And if I was the one trimming or my husband, we really didn't go through that because we knew there was something there, except for one day. Ended up cutting the extension that goes from the house over there to back here. I had a flag marking the location of this for the longest time, and I guess it got lost. So one day I was edging and forgot completely about the cord and went through it. In hindsight, anywhere where my beds meet the grass or where I have to trim, edge, or anything like that, I would put something like a rock that I cannot absolutely go through it, in case that you forget, just like I did, that there's a wire there and you don't want to cut it. So then the cord ran all the way to this point right here, and underground I actually hid a box that had like a Tupperware where I put 2 extension cords together, this brown one and the orange one that you just saw me go through, right? So this is normally underground, and I have this typically marked so I can see and not do that again. I also bought the cord brown so that it can kind of camouflage with the trees. And again, with so many different products in the market, I'm going to rethink this and upgrade my new setup. So I'm probably going to create a new video to show you what products I chose and how I improved the whole scenario. So if I go past the fence, I actually go to this wooded area, which is also our property, and that has the fire pit area. And right all the way around, I decided to put the lights so that it looks very cool at night. And so I've maximized the space as much as possible by using the trees. Between the cord, which is kind of heavy, and the lights, you do want to make sure that you distribute the weight evenly. And so you don't want to do it too far apart. But here you can see a pole that I have put together, and let me show it to you more specifically. We basically just needed to put that in the ground with concrete. You can put it directly in the ground or with a barrel. I originally purchased the barrel because I wanted to do this above the ground, but then I decided that I wanted it in the ground. I just wanted it to be a little bit more secure. Plus I wanted to plant something like mint, which can get a little bit unruly. And so I ended up just putting it all in the ground, but you don't have to do that. I used Quikrete to set the 4x4 into the barrel, and you can do that also directly in the ground. It's very easy. I also used this garden hook to put the string lights across on the pole, and you can find this easily just about anywhere, but I'll put the link to the description of the ones I have. It's easy enough. It's definitely a two-person project, but you can do it. 1 second of your time, just go ahead and give me that like button if this is getting good. Give me a thumbs up. Look how we're doing this. He's over there with that ladder, and I'm over here with this ladder, recording. There's a couple of things that I learned after putting this together. So we've had these for about 2 years. We put them up 2 summers ago. Now we're getting ready for fall. And just recently, I had a couple of the string lights fall down. What I mean is the connections between one light and another light came undone because there was a lot of wind and there were storms, and so they came undone and then they came down. Luckily, none of the little bulbs were damaged, although I have had one be damaged and you can buy replacements. But when they came down, they came apart, I was like thinking, is there another way that I could do this where I won't have as many issues with it? And sure enough, there is. I watched a video of these guys that put together string lights from a pergola. And the way they did it, they had an additional string that provided more support for these wires. So if you notice, these have a little hole on top of where the bulbs go. There's a little hole in each one of them, and you can actually insert another wire there, and that is for additional support. So let me show you what I ended up buying that I think is going to remedy this problem. You can buy this at Amazon. There's 2 different lengths and then different price points, of course. But if you've already got your string lights and you forgot to get this, this is something you could do. Or you could buy one that already has this as your package altogether. But this is what's going to help you strengthen all of the wires or the strings that will go on top, and that way you can feel more confident about your lights not coming apart like mine did. I was a little annoyed that there were no instructions except for when I went to Amazon and then it showed you pictures of how to do it. So let me show you. Basically, you hook this onto your either board or in my case also the tree, and then you start assembling everything together. So let me show you this. You get that little U kind of shaped piece where you attach the nails, and then you clasp on that little piece, and then you're going to go ahead and use these 2 pieces that are going to anchor the actual wire. So once you have that together, then you can tighten that if you want, and then you use the string. I call it wire and string interchangeably, but then this is where you get to use that string and get to loop the little string in those holes that I was telling you about, and make it tight. The way you make it tight is with these little pieces, and that's what kind of threw me off. Like, what are these pieces? So you actually put them through the hole, which can be a little tricky, but you just kind of have to loosen them up with this little tool that they give you. And then once you open it up, okay, then you can go ahead and put the cable through. Now I use the word cable, sorry. So the cable, wire, or string, whatever, you put it through, and then you tighten them. So you put 2 of them through. So now you're going to make a loop-de-loo, and you're going to go through that hook that is going to anchor your wire and the hook, and then you're going to continue your loop-de-loop through the 2 clasps that you just put together and tighten them up so that they are secure. So once that they are secured tightly, then and make sure that you use your little tool that they give you to make sure that they are tight. This is the tool that I have right now. And then once you have completed all of that, then you are ready to get started. So I went ahead and did the first part indoors, and then I went outside and finished doing everything. And the very last part, we ended up doing it outdoors. You can use some pliers or some wire cutters to actually cut the wire to the size that you need. And remember that there are various sizes all over Amazon for the wires, so make sure that you measure when you order. And because this kept coming apart, we actually tied it up and kind of rigged it just so it would stay in place for now. But I actually found this product that even has like a little hook that I'm going to try and see if that helps with this situation. And I'll let you know when I make that other video how that worked out. As I mentioned, we went ahead and finished this whole process that we did indoors on the outside. So he's actually looping everything the way exactly how I did it indoors. We just did it outside, and we finish everything and put it all together. So I really wish that we would have done this from the get-go. And I really would recommend that you buy the entire kit with the additional wire to do it right from the beginning. I guess that's what's cool about YouTube, because I can show you my mistakes so that you don't make them. That is the fire pit. Those are the lights. We get to use them all the time in the fall. It is so fun. It adds so much whimsy to your garden, and you are going to love it. You can watch other videos that I've got for you to keep upgrading your yard, because remember that you can create bliss in your garden.